Hi, Dusty Shell here to talk to you a little bit about what to do when you run out of contacts. Yes, it totally happens. And I'm going to share with you some things to do when it happens to you. Notice I said when, not if, because if you stick around long enough, the chances are that this will be you at some point. And there's no need to be terrified that your business is ending, the sky is falling, the world is coming to an end. You can get out of this. And I know because I've experienced this myself. 2 years ago, I had my very own experience with this. We had an amazing kit special and literally almost every single party host that I had for that month decided to join. Yay, team growth! But what this meant was that I lost more than half of my bookings for the month. And it also meant that for parties that had already happened that month and those hosts decided to join, I lost all the bookings that I had gotten from those parties for future months. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And that was in June of that year. And it took me until October to get some momentum building up. But that doesn't mean that my business was dead from June to October. It just meant that before I had thought things were a little easier, meaning that it didn't really take me much effort to book parties from parties. It just meant that I had to actually dig in and get some elbow grease going in order to make sure that my business kept moving forward. I did have just a bit of an internal freak out thinking that this might be the end of this business that I'd worked so hard to create. But then I told myself, look, Dusty, get on your big girl pants and let's knock this thing out. So what can I do? The first thing I need to do is meet new people. So here are just a few of the things that I did when my business slumped and how it pulled me slowly out of that and kept me from getting there again.
The first thing I did was I decided to become more active in non-UBAM related groups. That seems a little like what? But let me tell you, if you join some groups on Facebook that are geared towards interests that you have, you'll meet other people with interests similar to you, and you'll meet people who will become friends with you, and then eventually those people will learn about your business, whether it's because you share it with them, but don't do it immediately, that's super spammy, you guys, or if because they see you posting about it and inquire.
This is not a super quick solution, but it definitely helps to grow your network.
Number 2, I made sure to sign up for more booths than I typically do. Now, I know not everybody really likes the booth scene, but I tell my team and everyone I can get to listen that this is probably one of the easiest ways for you to break your circle and find new people. You get out into your community, you get to introduce yourself, meet parents with their children, meet teachers, daycare workers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, like all these people who have children in their lives who need books.
Number 3, I dug even deeper into my current lists. We're always told to go back to past customers and past hosts, but I found when I really did some deep examination that I was kind of skipping over some people. Like those hosts whose parties didn't hit minimums or who sort of got on my nerves, you know what I'm talking about, and didn't follow my coaching, or customers who maybe weren't big spenders. So I looked over them when I was scanning for, people who ordered $40 or more or $100 or more on my site. I pulled up my entire e-commerce site and went down that list, reaching out to anyone who had been a part of a party that I had hosted that was not now linked to a new consultant on my team.
Number 4, I went back to every single past party that I've ever held on Facebook. Yes, every single one. And I made a post about my current booking special. And this didn't bring in a ton of bookings, but it did snag me a few because there were people who maybe didn't actually even RSVP to the event, but somehow caught that message.
Number 5, I did about 2 party swaps with fellow direct sales consultants that I know. These can be hit or miss, I'll be honest with you guys.
But the key to a successful one is to choose a product that you actually like and can be excited about to share with your friends. And 2, to be a good hostess. If you want someone to be a good host for you, then you need to be a good host for them. It's sort of common sense. And you'll get some free stuff that you love anyway.
Number 6, I held local story times. These don't necessarily pay off really quickly either, but it did get me in front of people that I didn't know before, and I became known for being the story time lady at a local restaurant. And then those people invited their friends, and I had a sign-up sheet that people filled out so then I could add them to my contact list later. And finally, just be persistent. There's this quote that says, the only way to fail is to give up. Persistence is the key to long-term business success. And there'll be ebbs and flows with every single one of our businesses as time goes by, but that doesn't mean that is the end. It's definitely just a learning opportunity, ways to grow yourself stronger, ways for you to exercise skills that maybe have lain dormant for a while when things were easier in your business. And if you're a leader, or if you're going to be a leader in the future, this is also great experience for you to be able to share with your teams when they hit similar bumps in the road. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Bye.